Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Today is a good day for me anyway because it's one of those days that I kind of like work up toward where I just like haul ass during the week, try and get as much work as I can done so that I can allot one day to just spending time with my plants, doing plant care, plant maintenance, repotting, listening to podcasts, watching movies. It's kind of like my self-care day, therapeutic day. I know everybody's idea of self-care is a little bit different, and this is what mine looks like. So I don't have really any makeup on today. I have put on blush and my hair needs to be washed, but I didn't want to have like a full face on my plant care day. So and I also have hormonal acne right now, and so I have like a pimple patch and I'm breaking out down here and it's a mess. And I need a haircut, so I'm gonna look a little crazy today, but it's fine because today is all about me and my plants, and I thought it would be fun to kind of just show you what these days look like for me as a plant parent and getting to just like take the day off work and just be with my plants. I have a bit of things that I do need to do today, so I'm just gonna let you tag along. It's gonna be very casual, nothing crazy, no repot and chat. I'm literally just taking you with me today as I do things. So the first order of business is going to be taking care of this plant shelf. I have leaves that are yellowing, I have plants that need to be watered, maybe poles that need to be washed down. But today is a big day for me because I finally got my hands on some mosquito dunks. I have used this in the past with success, but I think the ones that I was using before weren't as good as the one that I have now. And let me go grab it. I'm gonna throw in what I was using before right here. And I find that this one is a little clumpy. It doesn't disintegrate as good as the bits. And so I got a little bit of it from Lauren, and this is what it looks like. They look like little nuts, basically. And what you do is just put them, well, this is how I do it. I put them in these little mesh bags and I soak it in water. So I have two batches, one in my plant room, one right here on this table that have been soaking for 2 days now. And it's funny because I actually see a bunch of fungus gnats in there that are dead. And so I'm just gonna be giving all of these plants a little bit of that concentrate to hopefully kill any fungus gnat larvae in the vessels because the fungus gnat thing has kind of gotten out of control. I did tell you guys before that I wanted to use something called neem cake, but I haven't had a chance to link up with my friend who is going to give me some. It's just been hard to coordinate our schedules for pickup. I leave for my trip to California in a few days, and I'm hoping that this one treatment can at least help a little bit because I do feel bad when Vince is like fighting off fungus gnats when he's eating or he's just watching TV or something. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do now. I only have an hour to get this done before Vince has to jump in a meeting, and then we're gonna have lunch. Because I did a very extensive and like 2-hour long plant shelf maintenance in my last week of plant to-dos, I'm just going to throw my headphones on, I'm gonna listen to a podcast, and I'm just going to breeze through this. And then we will, I think, head into the plant room. So I have a couple minutes here until I need to make some lunch for me and Vince, but I'm pretty much done. Just got, watering is done, but before I go on my trip, I want to get some of these propagations started on the Eversherii. And I think I'll show you a couple highlights from the shelf before we head into the plant room. Oh no, the floor is wet. If you guys, wait a second. You haven't even seen this yet. Ooh, you get a sneak peek. So on Saturday, I show this plant. So I said in that video I wasn't gonna show it yet, but here I am showing it because I wanna get some props started. So I have a long runner guy here. And I think I'm gonna do like something like this. I am so sweating. It's so hot in here. Oh my God, this thing is like a scarf. It's hot. I think I need to turn my AC on today. Ugh, sap is getting everywhere. Okay, and then where did that piece go? Got this long guy. I think I'm just gonna trim it down and I'll propagate this. Don't get on me. I want to keep this as full as possible because I am going to be combining it with my pot that I've had. But I can afford to take a few. I know I saw another, oh yeah, this little nugs. I think I'll just cut here. And this looks kind of crazy. I'll just chop this off. Oh wait, yeah. God, I hate propagating Hoya, is so messy. So I've got two here. Actually, I can probably chop this again. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave this here to like callus up and get cleaned because I don't want sap everywhere. I think I'll chop here. I'm happy that I've yet done another inspection. Haven't seen a single spider mite, which is great news. This one's definitely gonna have to be repotted when I'm back. But yeah, she looks really good. All right, so highlights from the shelf. There's one in particular I can think of. My hands are sticky. One of my favorite Anthurium in my collection. This one is the Anthurium red crystallinum crossed with a Portier. This one is from Amanda, aka Bunny, and it has just one of the most stunning emergent leaves. It's just so red, and I actually just love this hardened off leaf. It just reminds me of a really pretty crystallinum. The last leaf that came out was only like half formed, so I'm happy to see this guy. Another red crystallinum hybrid here. This one is the Dorayaki red crystal. Another favorite in my house. It's just, I mean, not only are the emergent leaves just stunning, and a fungus gnat just flew out. The hardened off leaves are beautiful too. Oh my gosh, this fungus gnat. Yeah, I love this one so much. I did chop off quite a few leaves because it was presenting some of that same fungal-y stuff that my Pallidiflorum had. And on the new leaf, I can actually see a spot beginning to form. So I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Does the screen look really red to you? What the heck? Anyway, yeah, another highlight, and happy to see again another fully formed leaf. Anthurium veitchii has pushed out another leaf for me since import. This one is just so freaking slow, but worth it because look at this new leaf. It's so ribby and cute. Like honestly, a baby Anthurium veitchii super narrow leaf is arguably cooler than its hardened off leaves. But yeah, I'm just happy to see growth on this thing because it stalled for so long. Although people have told me that their veitchii is like one of their slowest growing anthurium, I just wasn't prepared for how slow it was gonna be. But clearly doing something right over here because we got a new leaf. I would say even another highlight is my ficus shaveriana. It's pushing out some of these really, really reddish, pinkish leaves. This new leaf that came before this one is just so pretty. And I did put it under more light, and I don't know if that will induce more of like the white leaves on it or if it's just random. But yeah, it's looking really cute. And before I was like, oh, I kind of want this to stay small, but now I'm imagining like a big ficus shaveriana in like the corner of my house, and I'm like, yeah, I can definitely get on board with that. Let's check on the roots. I haven't kind of lifted this up for a while. Probably could use an up pot now, but I'll probably leave it for the summer. And then the last highlight that I'm gonna show you is my Anthurium boohoo's first night. I acquired this one from Amanda. The older leaves were not happy when I first moved it on the shelf, so once this one is hardened off, I'm probably just gonna chop these two off. But new leaf is so, so pretty. The red emergent leaves and the coppery emergent leaves, those are the ones that get me so much. Again, happy to see another fully formed leaf because I have so many leaves that have come out over the last few months that are just awful. And let me just show you an example. This is my RA5 Swamp Bunny, and this is what a lot of my Anthurium leaves have been looking like over the fall and winter here, just really, really deformed and munched. I mean, granted, I still have some emergent leaves that are like really, really like torn and stuff, like my Indo-Pappy hybrid. Both leaves that came out on it look like this, or like only half of the leaf actually formed. So I don't know, I feel like we're getting maybe closer to my Anthurium being happy. I always feel like this one has spider mites, but then, oh, maybe it does. Or is that dust? I don't know. I might give this one a little spray because she got some speckles, but I don't know what it's from. But oh, I just love the shape and color of this leaf. I hope one day she starts acting right. I can't remember if it's Alice who also struggles with this plant, and I think she's growing hers in a greenhouse. But this is probably one of my favorite leaf colors in terms of Anthurium in my house right now, and it's just unfortunate I can't get it to grow really nice. All right, well, I am pretty much done out here. I do have a few other plants that I'm gonna use the rest of this mosquito dunk water on, and then I'm gonna go have lunch, and we will head into the plant room and start our chores in there. I am fighting for my life here. I'm so tired, but we have a lot to do. So for context, I am leaving for my trip in about 6 days, so I kind of need to figure out the situation with my props, my Anthurium that dry out so fast, my seedlings, and so I think I need to do a little rejigging in this area. You guys might be able to see that I've cleared out some space in this exo, and I think I'm just gonna clear it out completely and just use that for either Anthurium that are maybe getting too big for my tent, or for my props or something. I need to figure something out. I thought I had more clear bins to put things in because I was gonna literally just like shove everything in high humidity bins, stick grow lights on top of it so that Vince doesn't have to worry about it at all. But it turns out I do not have any more bins, and I don't really want to spend the money to go buy some just for this trip. So I'm gonna try and make do with what I can. So I also do need to do watering in here, do the mosquito dunk treatment in here. And hopefully I can figure everything out today because I don't want to have to worry about it so close to my trip. Let me give you an idea of what everything looks like. I think I'm gonna do some major moving around of this room, even though I have zero energy. I think I'll just feel better about it. Okay, so up here, we've got the big tie, which I need to do something about. I moved my tortum in here. Splendid. My elbow is starting to brown even more. Like, there's browning on multiple leaves now, which is concerning. So I think I need to put it in a place where I can reach it more easily, because I think the issue is that I'm just not watering it enough. Got this guy that I feel like I need to move. I feel like I should move this too. It's just kind of in a weird spot. And this is where like all of the seedlings are. Like, look at how fast. I just watered these like 2 days ago and they are bone dry already. I don't have a lid for that anymore. I do have some seedlings in here. Like, this would have been the ideal situation for all of this, but I do not have that luxury right now. So I don't know, I think I just need to start like moving things out, seeing where they fit. I can probably move like this into my living room, this into my living room again. I don't know, I'm confused. I think it's time to move this maybe out. I actually think both of these need to move out. I just don't know where. I honestly, I don't, it's like, it's not gonna fit on my plant room shelf. It's just like really awkward. Like, I feel like maybe I need to move some of the plants from the top of my plant room shelf to make way for these. Okay, we're gonna do one thing at a time, I'm gonna put my headphones in because I need to focus. I went to get some water and noticed that my disco ball is doing work right now. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you guys need a disco ball. It's just so nice to see this. And this is like my favorite time of day, like shortly before sunset, when everything here kind of gets like this nice cast. So beautiful. Oh, so anyway, while I have you here, I ended up moving my Hoya obovata into the window with my Ficus deltoidea. And then in this corner, which is not ideal, is my Esqueleto, Soderini, and now everything is kind of squished up here. But honestly, I think tonight I might put a movie on and do a little bit more rejigging, and then also do maybe like a preventative spider mite wipe down for the plants that moved from my plant room onto here. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Anyway, look at all the disco lights. It's so pretty. And my gloriosum, it's so pretty. I think what I want to do is move this one higher, which is kind of weird to think about, but I just feel like it's eating so much space. Or maybe, okay, hold on. Let's take this one step at a time. I'm feeling overwhelmed. So I want to move, I think I want to move my elbow into here. I feel like everybody that needs to be in here is in here. I need to do something about this because it's getting too tall. Oh my. Like, it's hitting the top. Oh my gosh. I love this one, but she's been overwhelming me. I feel like I need to move this somewhere else. I don't know if this is one that lives in that exo anymore. It could probably just live in lower humidity. I think it might be actually getting bleached in there. So we're gonna move that out. The lighting is so horrible in here. What do I want to do? I think I'll move the elbow to right here. Okay, that's a little better. But I think we can afford to elevate it a little bit. I'm actually going to be sending this to a friend. One of my paradoxas, or like a part of it to a friend. So I'm gonna take those out, or take that one out. Guys, look at my aerial root from my tie. It's insane. It's getting so long. I wish there were more of them that kind of came out this way, but once it hits the floor, I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay, let's get this one elevated. Oh my god, that's an awful, awful sound. Okay. Who else? Maybe like, no, I feel like my Cupria is happy where it is. Maybe my Serpens, which I'm getting close to getting rid of, but it just pushed out this new leaf, so maybe not, I don't know. She's just been naughty. I'm pretty sure all my spickle mites are done now. So I'm gonna remove all these packets. The hatching rate this time wasn't that high, which kind of sucks. I feel like I can put something right here. Maybe my Summer Glory, which is also getting really big and bushy. Doesn't shed very many leaves. Not huge leaf size jumps, but I'm not in any rush for this to get massive, honestly. Okay, now that she's nice and packed, I'm gonna do a fungus gnat watering in here, I think. Whoa. Okay, we're making progress here. So I know you can't see because I didn't want you to be too far, but I'm going to be moving some stuff from over here, and I think I'll maybe, I don't know. Okay, hold on. So down here I have this gloriosum zebra, which needs to be watered badly. But look how pretty she is. Getting bigger slowly but surely. I think this one can move up here. I'm gonna put some nicer plants up here because I think I'm gonna try and stick some ugly anthuriums down here, anthuriums that are just a little too big. White balance is it's all wrong. I'm a hot mess. So the Alocasia corazon is gonna move up here. And then so is my cupria. Oh, wait. Yeah, so is my cupria. New leaf finally hardened off. It took forever. Very, very small size difference in terms of leaves, but I'm happy. And then who else wants to move here? I was kind of thinking my forgetii, but maybe not. Maybe my forgetii stays down there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start taking stuff out of my exo that I need to clear. I'm gonna move my Begonia lubersii and my Stylochaeton cordifolius out of an exo. These ones didn't really even need to be in there the whole time. I don't know why they were in there. This one dries out so stinking fast. I think Vince is gonna have to be watering twice a week. Poor guy. Okay, pretty happy with that. I don't want it to be too cramped. Oh, I have my Billy. Look at my Billy. Tiny little splooch. We've got a new leaf, and I'm hoping that there's more variegation on this one, or else we are screwed, people. We're screwed. Maybe I elevate this guy in the back a little bit. That's better. Okay, feeling happy with that. Now we have an empty bottom here. Now the question is, what makes the most sense in terms of what to do with the space? Maybe I could shove this down there. Nope, I can't. Okay, sorry for the weird angle, but I'm kind of contemplating whether I want to run over to the store. It's getting close to traffic time now. Contemplating whether I want to go to the store to pick up some bins with clear lids, because I don't know. I really don't know how I'm gonna do this, because I want to shove things like this into a bin and all of my props into bins, and then maybe like just stack them here. Oh gosh, do I have the willpower to leave the house is the question. I'm just scared I'm gonna hit traffic. And I don't think the Walmart at down the street has bins with clear lids. I think they all have the white lids, and I want to go to the dollar store because they have the size that I need. Let's check traffic. Oh, yeah. I'm not doing it. There's already traffic. I guess I can stop by Walmart and see what they have, because I don't think this is gonna work. I think I have no clue how I would make this work with the amount of plants that I have and props that I have to keep in high humidity so that they don't dry out. Okay, I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna be awake, and we're gonna trek it into the public. Okay, they actually have a lot of bins here with clear lids, and now I'm getting overwhelmed with which size, and I didn't even measure. I didn't measure the size of my my shelf that I need it for. These clear shoe boxes are cool, but they're kind of expensive. They're like $10 each. Don't think I need to be spending that kind of money right now. And then they have like this size, but it's kind of big. I want like a small one. Like, I was hoping for something like this size or this size, but the lids aren't clear. Oops. I ended up getting stuff for Millie, like I always do. Yeah, all of these lids are not clear. This one is clear, but it's kind of big. I don't think I need one that big. This size is actually good too. I like this size. I'm not paying $20 each though, because I need a few of them. This is cool, stacking it, but oh my gosh, you guys. I wish I was at the dollar store, but at least I have some option. Like something like this, but what's the top? It's kind of big though. $17. They're so expensive. I'm gagged. Freaking gagged. What's this for? I think this is for, oh, this one? Oh, I see. Even these are expensive. I really want these ones, but the lids aren't freaking clear. Crap. I think I'm gonna do this one, these 14-liter ones that have these clear lids. I don't know what the price is. I can't find. All I know is that this one, the 26 liters, is $9.97. It's probably, whoa, oh, it's $7.67. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a few of these. I cannot believe I just did that. I'm feeling proud of myself. It's really hard for me to convince myself to get out of the house these days, but I did it. And spent a little more money than I wanted to. I probably would have spent close to 20 bucks at the dollar store, but I was not gonna get stuck in traffic for 30 minutes just to save a little bit of coin. But anyway, I got Millie her favorite Crocs. I bought her a pair of these. I think it was this one or this, I can't remember which one it was. I bought her a pair, oh, it was this, but pink. I bought her a pair of them like a year ago or something, and she's loved them so much. They're a lot lighter than the actual Crocs. The Walmart Crocs are like super lightweight, and they're actually quite sturdy, and yeah, they didn't have them for a bit, and I was sad. I was like, damn, I should have gotten her a bigger size while it was in stock, and they came back. So I snagged 2 pairs. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be transferring some of these into my new bins. My justification is that once I'm not using these for plants, I can be using it to store a lot of Archie's clothes. So yeah, I think the first thing I need to do is transfer some seedlings into these bins. Oy, oy, oy. Some of these are getting really big and they need to be watered badly. Look at how big some of them are getting. I'm gonna move these big ones into here. I hope I can fit everything because I am not going back to buy more bins. That is for dang sure. All of this needs to fit in here. I think I'm gonna throw this one away. This one's really, really weak. It's really weak and pissing me off. I'm hoping that none of these push out a leaf so big that it hits the lid when I'm away, because this is barely just clearing the top. There's not much space for them to move or for them to grow in here, unfortunately. I've got them all tucked in here. I can fit a few more, or I can fit maybe some of the smaller seedlings, or the bigger seedlings, I guess. This one's really cute. This one might be one that I keep. It has a really dark leaf. And then this one's pretty big. This one's really silvery. These are so freaking dry. I don't know what the light situation is gonna be like, but it's better than it drying out. Hey, look, this one has a little bit of a spot. Highly doubt it's gonna be variegated, but you never know. I was like, if I could even get one variegated one, that would be so cool. My mosquito dunk water is underneath all of this stuff. Hopefully I have enough mosquito dunk water to get through everything I need to water in here. And I'm hoping that these are gonna be okay being sealed up for 2 weeks basically. If anything, maybe I can have Vince air it out for like a day. But I'm really trying to have him do as little as possible, because watering is already gonna take him a long time. Typically I'd have like my friend Nick come and water for me, but I really don't want to bug him. I feel like he's been so busy lately and I haven't really talked to him in a long time, so I don't want to be like, hey, can you come water my plants? And if you guys have never heard the name Nick before, Nick is my downstairs neighbor who also is into plants, and I care for his plants while he travels. But we both have been so out of touch lately. We've just kind of been in our own little world. I used to go to his house all the time. No, I wanted you to stay in there so you get killed by this potion. I really hope this mosquito dunk water works this round, because I would love to come home to less fungus gnats. That would be awesome. A lot of these are pushing new leaves, but I'm not worried about the small ones. I'm worried about these ones. Like, if one this size pushes another leaf, it's probably gonna hit the lid. Just gonna add some reserve down at the bottom and have it sit in a little bit of water. Should have taken it out of here first. Dum-dum. Okay. I'm sorry if the filming angles today are horrific. This is my last video that I need to film before I'm on my little vacation. And you know, like when you're in school and like it was about to be summer break and the teacher's like trying to teach something and you're like, I'm checked out already. Like, I'm already in summer break. That's where I am now. I'm like, I just need to get through one day of filming and then I'm home free. I like these boxes actually. So we've got one box here that's filled. Now we need a second one. I don't want to use all of these for seedlings, but I might have to. But I think I might have enough space still for some of my props. So, man, these need to be cleaned up a lot. This one's so interesting. It has like look at this one. I thought this was gonna be like an isolated leaf where it's so wide, but the new leaf is like so wide too. Silly Billy. Oh my gosh. These are bone dry. I just watered them. Okay, so along with these, I'm gonna got these Hoya Callistophila props in here that I can shove. And then I am gonna show you my tent. Oh no. All of those roots dried out. Damn. Okay, you know what? We need to redo these. That's not gonna fly. Let me go grab some other props from the tent. I'll tell you what these are as I put them in. So I have a Pat 5 Self. I have a Subsignatum Pappy, which looks like it has woken up. There are 2 growth points that are awake. This one is this alive? Yeah. Reorganizing esmeralda. This is a red crystal portier. I think this is another subsignatum pappy. Another subsignatum pappy, which is also alive. Some of them look really dead. This is a stylochatin cordifolius, which pushed out growth and then it stopped. This one is another Warrock Esmeralda. Okay, so now this can be watered. Why do I keep losing my towel? Where's my towel? Did I just chuck it on the floor? Where did I put it? Do you guys see it? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to make another batch of mosquito dunk water, but it's not gonna be as potent because it's not sitting for days. But I guess it's better than nothing. Then same thing, I'm gonna add some down at the add some water at the bottom for a reserve for my seedlings and for humidity reasons. Another box filled. And I don't know if I'm gonna put it here or here. I guess it doesn't really matter, so cleared this. I think I can put one of the boxes. What are my priority? I guess my seedlings. So I'll put this. Oh, don't look at my feet, please. I don't know if I can fit two. Let's see. Ow, my booty. My booty. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit two. That's okay. I'll just center both of them. Alright, so I've got my big seedlings here, and then I think I'm gonna do this one down here, although this is only, well, I guess it's the same amount of light. Why do I have so much crap around me? Now it's time to show you what I've got going on in here. My goal is to kind of empty it out. I want to do like a full inspection and kind of see what's going on in here, show you some of the sad things happening and some of the good things happening, and then also figure out who's gonna go in this bin. So I think the first one for sure is this Ace of Spades prop that I've been waiting to see if it does anything, and it doesn't seem very happy, but I think it's because it's thirsty. So I'm gonna be putting stuff like that in this bin, plants like this that dry out so fast. This is a Mag Ralph Lynam Fort Sherman that has gotten absolutely bleached under this light. It's just too much. My Dark Phoenix can go in here. Leaves are kind of looking crappy. This one's exciting. This one's a Forgetii Carla Blackier. This one will be for sale probably, I don't know, maybe when I get back from California. I kind of want it to get bigger to show more features of it, because this is, oh, I'll show you the mom in a bit, but I don't really want to sell it for so cheap while it's really tiny. I'd rather hold on to it a little longer. I have a Pat 5 Self that is finally waking up. There's like 3 or 4 growth points on it. Who else can I put in here? Maybe my Billy, because this one dries out pretty fast too. I was hoping for more variegation on this new leaf, but look, it's even less than what was on it before. It's just that little sploot right there. Right there. You can hardly see it. It's not looking good for us, you guys. Such is life. Okay. So that can go in there. Who else wants to live in here? We have that Crystal Hope Dark Forgetty Eye that I got from my friend can also go in here. Ow. I'm trying to just get all the little baby guys. I think this is a Dark Phoenix that has not woken up yet, but I definitely don't want this one to dry out. Definitely don't want my red crystallinum to dry out, although it has just stopped growing, just completely stalled, and now it's just doing nothing. This is the plant that I got from Jose. Definitely don't want that one drying out. Who else? Oh, here's another red crystal port. I'm telling you, it's like all these growth points started on them and then they just stopped. I don't know why. It's infuriating. I think I'm gonna try and squeeze this guy in here, my other Dark Phoenix self seedling. It's also pushing a new leaf, but it should be tall enough. This bin, oops, just ran something over. I've got seedlings up here. I think I can put that in the bigger bin. Maybe this one? Where are you? Oh, it's a Hoff Red Crystal. Kind of look different. Okay. Maybe I could fit this one in there. Maybe. Okay, maybe not the bottom part. Okay. This one is jam-packed. I just need to water now. I'm just hoping that we don't get a ton of mold in here. What I've been doing also is spraying some copper fungicide on the surface of the soil, but I don't know, I think they're gonna be okay. It's not like it's gonna be getting like a crazy amount of light, so I don't think that it's gonna be like sopping wet, I hope. I am more afraid of them drying out, which is why I wanted to do the bin method. Let's do one of the bigger bins. So this one that I got is slightly taller, and I wanted to put some of the plants like this in there. My like KOS Lux, because I just don't want these drying out, the ones that are really small. So I'm gonna do that one. I'll do 2 or the rest of my seedlings here. So I've got this Hoff X Red Crystal. Look how cute the emergent leaves are. I think once I get back from my trip, I'm gonna rethink what this tent is, because I definitely had something weird and fungally going on in here, and I'll show you with my Ace of Spades. And I just think it's too bright and too hot for my anthurium in here. I don't know how people grow like such nice anthurium in hot greenhouses. I feel like I've just, all of my anthurium are just like so bleached and gross. I'm going to put this Zara Michelle in there. I don't know if it's fungal or what, but like there's just something funky going on, and I had to cut off the leaf that came before this one because it was just so bad. I think I'm just gonna chop these leaves off. I think there's a second growth point growing down under the soil. Is there? Or is there 2? There's 2 other plants growing in here. Look at those 2 offshoots. Amazing. We love to see it. Okay, so yeah, I'm tearing off these ugly leaves. I have been treating with copper fungicide. I might start using Phyton again. Who are you? Oh, another Reorganizing Esmeralda. Maybe this one. my Mag Verde AOS that I just got from Jose. This one is kind of brand new, but if it pushes out a new leaf while I'm away, it's gonna be too tall, so maybe not. Oh, I need space for my Hoya calistophilas. You know what, I think, shoot, I think my Carla Bevep is gonna push another leaf while I'm away. I kind of wanted to chop this leaf off and put it in the bin because I'm scared of it drying out. The roots are looking really nice in here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna chop and just put in here. I'd rather, if a new leaf came out and got squished on the top, I'd rather that than the whole thing dry out and die. That leaf off. And then let's do the Hoya calistophilas. They were rooted. And I guess they just fell out. I mean, this, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at here. You know what? Let's just put them in one. Ah. And I'll just sell them together. Maybe they'll root faster together. That in there kind of seems silly, but that one will dry out super fast. I have stuff in here that are in domes, which I think are gonna be okay. I have this, Dania, if you're watching, I started propagating this This Is For You, and it just pushed out this tiny little thing, and I am not sending this to you. So I'm gonna dig up my plant today and give you a proper plant, because we're gonna be doing a trade. I think that's, no, that can't be it. Maybe I'll shove my Lux in there. I mean, if I have space, I might as well. Look at this prop. Cute. I've got this little elbow here that's finally waking up, but I don't want it to hit the top. And this one dries out freaking fast, even though it's like the saddest looking thing ever. My Mag Lux. I should just behead this thing. I just want Vince to do very minimal watering if possible. I really want to put this in here, but I am gonna do it. I have this, what I think is a Soderoy AF prop. It's finally rooted. Thank goodness. This one looks like it's kind of pushing out growth, but this one will dry out hecka fast too, so I'm just gonna shove it in here and hope for the best. If a new leaf hits the top, well, that's life, sister. If I lose my cloth, oh here, I'm so annoyed. I have one extra bin. I don't know if I need it because everything else is not going to be able to fit. But I am going to empty it and kind of show you what's going on in here. So this, as I water. So this one is an exciting one because I forgot that I had this plant and I forgot Alice was babying it for me. This is an Ace Lux and look how perfect this freaking leaf is. It's so pretty. I think one thing I'm gonna do before I forget, and I'm gonna do it now since I have about a week to observe them, I think I'm gonna try turning off 2 lights in here, and hopefully that will keep things wetter for longer, and things don't dry out as fast. So Ace Lux is looking like a snack. Hopefully she's happy while I'm gone too. Got an ugly leaf here. This is my AOS Green Mag. This plant is gonna be so beautiful if I could just grow it correctly. Unfortunately, it started, because it's so low in the pot, it started growing inside the pot before I could catch it, which is why she looks uggo, but look at that venation. It's so pretty. This one is wet, so I don't need to water that. This is my obtusifolium, which is getting pretty big. This one is forever sad, but always has such nice roots. This is my subsignatum pappy. Like, look how ugly and sad it is, but the roots are amazing. I think I just need to dial in the conditions here. I just don't think, I think it's too hot and maybe too bright. I don't know. I really don't know. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I love making more work for myself, but I love completely gutting a greenhouse, completely gutting my tent, completely gutting my living room shelves, and just starting fresh and just redoing the whole thing. I know it's so much extra work that's like unnecessary, but I love it. Oh no, what is that? I forgot about a plant in there and it's dyed. Like, look at how ugly this leaf is. Port. Oh god. Ugly. Ugly, ugly. This once was, I think, a dark forgetti, and she is no longer. I have that cool strappy velvety from Woohoo. This is the last full hardened off leaf. I think this one, oh, actually, wait, which one's the, oh yeah, this is the last leaf that came out on it. So it's getting pretty strappy now. I think I can prune off some of these old leaves. Oops. I'm watching this mosquito dunk water dwindle down and I'm like, no, please stay with me. Okay, here we have the AOS Carla from Woohoo. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that new leaf. She's struggling. This one also had a really weird fungal thing and I chopped off the leaf, the newest leaf on it, which was sad because it was so pretty, but like it was doing this. It was doing this, and then it was also doing these spots, which I'll show you on my ace right now. Like, remember when I just showed you guys this new leaf in my favorites video, and I was like, it's just a matter of time before it's taken over by spots. And I do not spray this one with my spider mite spray because I'm too scared to. So it's not that, but it's just this freaking ugly, nasty, fungally thing. And I'm like, ugh, I don't know if I should just chop these leaves off so that it doesn't get on the new one, but I think that it's too late now. I think whatever this plant has, this new leaf has it, and it's just, she's down bad, guys. Oh, you know what? Alice is doing an Anthurium issue diagnosis video, so I'm gonna send her this. Why is my mom FaceTiming me? God, I hope it's not bad news. So this is not how I wanted to end the video, but here we are. I kind of had a feeling that when my mom FaceTimed me, it was gonna be that call. Our cat, Jupiter, has been sick for a while, or she's had some weird sort of health things that we've been trying to figure out together. And yeah, I guess she finally succumbed to it. So I was just really worried about that call. But anyway, while I give you guys a little bit of a story time, you can watch me clean up after I got the news. This is after me sobbing for several hours and trying to like collect myself. My face was already swollen. I tried filming, like getting back into filming that night, and I just couldn't do it. So here I am a couple days later. I feel like I'm able to actually talk about what happened and talk about Jupiter now without like bursting into tears. I still obviously get really choked up, but I thought to end this video, instead of telling you how it ended for Jupiter, I would tell you the story of how she came into my life, because she was the best cat in the whole wide world. So back in 2015, I had a really bad day, and I told my mom that I want to go to the shelter and go pet some dogs or take some dogs for a walk, just to get my mind off things. And when I went there, I was surprised by this cat that, like, every time I walked by, she would try and get my attention. She would run up to the glass. She would like put her little paw under the door and try and get me to come back. She wasn't doing that to any of my sisters. She wasn't doing it to my mom. It was just when I walked by. And, you know, I wasn't really a cat person. I was there for the dogs, but I was just so drawn to this cat. I'm like, I feel like she's trying to get my attention. I asked if I could just like see her and pet her and play with her. And I just fell in love. So the story with Jupiter is she was a stray in the beginning of her life. She was adopted by a family. Unfortunately, they did not take very good care of her in terms of taking her to routine visits, having her teeth checked, things like that. So she contracted a pretty bad like bacterial infection in her mouth, and all of her teeth had to be removed. And the family couldn't afford the treatment with the vet, so they just decided to surrender her. And so the shelter was going to put her down because the procedure was going to cost upward of like $5,000. And the vet was like, this is the sweetest cat I've ever met. Like, she is so nice and she deserves a second chance. And so they basically paid for all of her treatments to have it done. But it was a gamble because they weren't sure if, you know, a person or a family would come along that would want to adopt an adult cat. She was 6 at the time, so an adult cat with special needs. Her medications and steroids would be very expensive. So it was a gamble, but I freaking fell in love with her. And if you've ever met Jupiter in person, you'll know why. She can convert any non-cat person to a cat person. I promise you that. Yeah, I had her for a few years. I brought her to Canada. She was living here for a while. And then my mom's dog passed away in 2019, and my mom went through like a pretty bad rough patch. She was very depressed, and like I hated seeing her like that. And Jupiter and my mom have always had this like very special connection. And to me, it just made sense. You know, it was really hard to give her up, but I felt like it would be the best thing for both of them. Jupiter, she pretty much raised Pudge as a puppy. Pudge has a lot of cat-like tendencies because of her. But I did notice that she really enjoyed her space. There were a lot of times where Pudge just wouldn't understand boundaries, and I just felt like if she was with my mom, she would have her space, she would have her peace, and you know, she would just be with her other favorite person in the world, which is my mom. So my mom took her in 2019 and had her until she passed. And she just like changed a lot of our lives, and I felt like I learned so much from owning Jupiter and from having her around. And I'm so thankful that she got my mom, you know, out of that depressive rut that she was in. She literally healed my mom and brought life and excitement back to her, and they were just the cutest together. They were like the best of friends, and Jupiter was just treated like an absolute queen at my mom's. And so I am so happy that things worked out the way that it did, and she ended up staying with my mom for the last years of her life, because I think she was much better off there than she ever could have been with me. So we're all very devastated that she's gone, and it sucks because I was scheduled to be there in literally under a week, and I was hoping that I would have my chance to say goodbye and hold her one last time, but I guess that's just not what the universe intended. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I'll show you guys kind of what like the finished setup was when I get home. I'm kind of over filming, over editing. I'm just completely checked out. So I'm sorry if you were looking forward to seeing how like the prop boxes and stuff were set up, but this is where I'm gonna cut it, but I will give you an update as soon as I'm home. Thank you guys for watching. Hold your fur babies extra tight for me, and I will see you in the next one.